Hello. Today I want to talk about how to play the major scale on the Cuatro. The major scale is the most important scale in the Western Hemisphere. It is the building blocks of music. It's the scale by which all other scales are measured by. It's the scale that we use to construct chords and to understand harmony in the Western Hemisphere in general. Uh, Whenever playing the scale, we're going to do the C major scale. The C major scale is always a good place to start because it has no sharps or flats. It's generally the easiest scale to sight read, and I'll be showing you how to play the scale without you being able to sight read today. But when using the English language, we call the notes C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. Notice there's seven notes in the scale, and notice they're in alphabetical order. Although you start at C, in music you only have A through G, so the scale is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and back to C, what we call the octave. Now, when talking about in Spanish, they use what's called the solfeggio or solfege system, which would be Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Si, Do. Now, in English, we use the solfege system also, but we say Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, but in Spanish they say Si instead of T. So I'm going to play the C major scale on the Cuatro, and I'm going to identify it in English first. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now I'm going to do that again, and I'm going to tell you what the notes on the frets. Third string, third fret, C. Second string open, D, E, second fret. F is the third fret, G is open on the first string, A from the second fret, B, fourth fret, first string, and C. Started at C and ended at C. Now in Spanish that would be Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Si, Do. So what I want you to do is be able to play that scale frontwards and backwards. And notice what I'm doing. I'm playing in the first position, third finger, open, second finger, third finger, open. When I go to the first string, I usually go to the second position because I need to reach that fifth fret right there. See, my fingers just kind of fall into place. So I want you to do a C major scale like this. Frontwards and backwards. Now again, you can pick your preference, whether you're more comfortable with Spanish or English, but what I like to do is identify those notes as intervals. Intervals is another subject that's very important, and you want to be able to identify these notes by intervals. I'll illustrate what I mean. You give them number names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's very important to understand the intervals. That's the first interval, second interval, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Because in future lessons, when I start talking about chord construction, I will say something like the 1, 3, 5 is a major, and you'll understand what I'm saying. So it's very important that you understand intervals. I might say 1, 3, 5, 6 is a major 6. But today we're going to just stick with the C scale. Now, once you're comfortable with that, what I want you to do is play each note 2 times. The reason is I want you to get used to doing down and up strokes with your pick, where it's down, up, 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 down, up. Once you've got that, I want you to do each note 4 times, strictly alternating pick. Slowly. So the C major scale. Now what I want you to do is what's called 3-note sequences. Well, I'm going to take the same scale. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the first 3 notes of the scale. Here you go. C. That's one first, second, and third interval. Then I'm going to back up an interval. Go the next 3. Back up an interval. Go the next 3. Back up an interval. Next 3. Back up an interval. Back up an interval. And so if I put that together, forwards and backwards. So that's some exercises getting you acquainted with the C major scale. And there will be more coming in videos to come. And please subscribe and leave comments if you want to hear more of this, because I get inspired to do more when I get comments and people subscribing. So thank you.